I think that one is the new passport. Okay. Now we're going to look at a lot of verbs here. Booked. Okay. Needed, and things like this for the past. I'm going to get rid of myself. We've just done the reading, so that can go. And we're going to have a look down the bottom here. Okay. Now it's a listening exercise. You need to listen to 7.6, and it's talking about Kevin and Jeanette, and they wanted to go on a holiday in the Caribbean. And you need to find out, what did they do? They tried to check in. Kevin booked the flights. They parked their car. They arrived at Birmingham Airport. They looked for flights online. They walked into the terminal. Let's put those ones in order. Right, what do you do first then? I think you look for flights online, maybe? Yeah. Then you need to book the flights. Then you probably arrive at the airport, I think. Yeah. And then you park your car. Now, then you walk into the terminal. And then you... Oops, sorry. Then you try to check in. Tried, booked, wanted, parked, arrived, looked, walked. They're all in the past. We normally tell stories in the past, don't we? Listen to 7.6. And now listen to 7.7. What was the problem? Whose fault was the problem in each story? Okay. And again, I'm going to let you do this. I'm just putting up the answers because there's a lot of grammar here. Yeah, they booked flights from the wrong airport, from Birmingham, Alabama, instead of Birmingham, England. Now, if you book it to that place, well, it's an adventure. There's a London with an airport in Canada. Okay, so you've got to be careful with these things. If you book it from the wrong airport, it's difficult to get to that airport in the first place. Okay, Birmingham Airport, BHX. Let's look at some regular verbs in the past. And we add ed. I'm going to put these ones up, and then let's look at the differences, okay? So we normally put ed on the end. If we've got a difficult word like ask, then we say asked, okay? We don't say asked, okay? The ed, we don't always pronounce the ed. More often we don't, okay? Unless we've got a d already and an e already, in which case we just need a d on the end, and then it is decided. Now, you know, with plurals, if we've got a y and we've got a consonant, we can't put a consonant immediately afterwards, so we can't put a d on the end of this, just like we can't put an s on the end of this without changing the y to ie. Replied, answered, is like that, okay? And the past of don't, we've already had this one, is didn't, okay? So that's why we spent a lot of time practicing things in the past. Irregular verbs is coming up next week, so that's going to be nice and easy, and that lets me help prepare you for exams, okay? So listen to an extract from the second story.
7.8. I don't believe it. Kevin, did you check the airport when you booked?
Yeah, it was Birmingham.
Okay, and the question was, did you? Okay.
Kevin, did you check the airport when you booked?
Okay, what a lovely voice. Let's go to page 136. And on page 136, we've got past simple regular verbs. And we use past simple for actions that are finished and that happen once in the past, and actions that are finished and happen more than once in the past. Okay? That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go through the exercises. You'll get the idea. Okay? I worked yesterday. You didn't work yesterday. Down the bottom here, did you work yesterday? You notice the form is the same for everything. Didn't means did not. Regular verbs in the past all end in ed. The past simple is the same for I, you, she, etc. And we use did and didn't, just like we use do, does, don't, doesn't in the present. Okay, did is the past of do. And here's the spelling. Please read that for yourself. Okay.